Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that if you're returning. How you doing today? You know the drill. Grab your coffee, maybe a snack or two. I dived into cupcakes. I can't help it. You know me. I need my chocolate and peanut butter. I'm sorry. I'm not even going to go. Shush. So, listen to this. The saga continues. All right, but this is out of Canada. So you thought it was bad here? Listen to this. Tax-funded Canadian baby formula factory sends formula to China while Canadian parents face domestic shortages. So you thought it was bad here? Nay, nay. So a factory in Kingston, Ontario, all right, they were given $225 million in taxpayer money. Yeah. Yeah, they're sending all of the baby formula that it produces to China while Canadian parents, they can't find formula either. Yeah, I know. And the Canadian Royal Milk Plant that was built in 2019, they use Canadian-based dairy, including cow and goat milk, to make the baby formula. Yeah, the Chinese company FEIHE International Incorporated owns the Canada Royal Milk, but has received Canadian government funding to the tune of $225 million. Isn't that sweet? Yeah, I know. So that's what I said, you know, about those thousands of tons of baby formula that's being shipped over here. I'm not going to believe it until I see it. Okay. So, onto this. Back to the peanut butter. Yeah. So, in North Carolina, people are actually getting sick of this. You know, they're getting sick from the peanut butter and stuff like that. So, is this just, you know, a way for them to say, throw it out, throw it out, throw it out, waste your money, throw it out, throw it out? It could be. But like I always say, take it with a grain of salt, do with it what you will, but as always, safety first. Okay? So, the link will be in the description box below. If you want to try and return it, do you still have the receipts? I know I don't. But if you want to return it to the store to see if you can get new or what, or if you're just going to throw it out, then do with it what you will. But the link will be in the description box below if you have this peanut butter in your pantries, okay? Because people in North Carolina, it's saying that they are getting sick. Not sick of it, sick from it. Because I know a lot of us are sick of it. So, on to this. This is going to affect every single one of us, okay? There's a perfect storm of mega droughts, okay? Heat waves and reduced power generation thanks to this green energy initiatives, all right, that is shaping up to leave half of America completely in the dark, and it could very well happen this summer. And rolling blackouts from the Great Lakes to the West Coast are expected to be a common occurrence this year. And it was yesterday's video that it was Ohio and Michigan that a subscriber was saying that they were already experiencing rolling blackouts. Okay, so I'm going to say it again. If you have generators, get them checked, make sure they are in perfect working condition. If you know there's certain what do you call them, extension cords that you got to use for them, make sure they're in good working condition. Get your gas cans filled, okay? If you have solar generators, make sure they're in perfect working condition. If you're in the Tampa Bay area, get a hold of my guy Dave, Dirty White Boy at Consumer Car Care. He will look at your generators and see if it has to be fixed or whatnot, with spark plugs and this, that, and the other, and he'll get you going. Okay. So give him a call. So, these are things, all right, get stocked up, fill your gaps in, get stocked up on your water, especially for those of us that live in Hurricane Alley over here. This is not something to play with. Okay. So, now, this is just, if it's not one thing, it's something else. That's just how I'm seeing things. And according to Bloomberg, citing a new report from the North American Electrical Reliability Corporation, a regulatory body that manages the stability of the electrical grid, okay, NERC is warning that the West Coast especially will be extremely strained during the warmest months of the year. And historic drought conditions reduced hydroelectric power generation due to decreasing reservoir levels. Okay, we saw what's going on with Lake Mead. Okay, this is already occurring at the Hoover Dam, which is just days away from dropping below 1,050 feet, if it hasn't already. Once the largest hydroelectric dam in the world, the Hoover Dam, is now at its lowest level on record. And this is just one of the many such dams throughout the West that is in dire shape, leading up to what is expected to be a very hot summer. We're already seeing the heat index is almost at 100 already. We haven't even gotten to summer yet, which doesn't even start until June 21st. So compound the hellacious weather backdrop with grids decommissioning fossil fuel power plants to fight this climate change and the inability to bring in new green power generation, such as solar and wind and batteries in time. It's a perfect storm waiting to happen that will produce electricity deficits that may force power companies into rolling blackouts for stability purposes. So just get ready. Get ready now before it even happens. This is why we prep, is it not? So don't wait until the last second and then the rolling blackouts start and then you're like, I didn't prep for this. It's not like you weren't told, So, it's just... It's just something, it's just something to think about. Okay, on to this. Now, I'm going to put up a screenshot because that preppers we're looked at as conspiracy theorists. We always have been. And I don't think that thought process will, for people that are not of the prepared mind will ever think anything else, So this is a screenshot of, if you will, of a tweet on Twitter, okay, that says, now I'm being called a conspiracy theorist. Well, join the club. Welcome to our side of the fence, bud. Because he said, I happened to notice that last year the Gates funded tabletop game, okay, that a new pandemic was going to start May 15th of 2022. It's a conspiracy theory to notice what institutions post on their own pages. And then this was sent to me, okay? It says, better be prepared than to do without. Well, yeah, that's our lifestyle, is it not? And this was sent to me today, but it says it's now May 22nd, 2022, even though it's the 24th. And it says, and we are having rolling blackouts in major grocery stores. Oh, so this is another one that's saying about major grocery stores in Michigan and Ohio. So pay attention to what's happening. So somebody else is reporting about rolling blackouts in Michigan and Ohio. So this email came in, and the subscriber says, I went to Walmart in East Texas. I usually buy my great value canned goods by the case and just take a case with the cardboard box from the shelf. They stack better in my prepper pantry. Yeah, I keep those cardboard boxes myself. And today I found that all the great valued cardboard boxes had one end ripped off. Well, that's shady. Thus keeping me from grabbing a case. Is this a way to make it harder for us to buy large quantities of canned goods? Not a big thing, just found it strange. Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah. So now onto this, okay? She says, just passing this on, we have a 5x10 storage locker at Extra Space Storage in Toms River, New Jersey. Oh, no kidding. That's not too far from where I used to live. I literally grew up in Atlantic City, so our rent is $115 a month until April. Then it jumped to $200 a month. Whoa, $85 just like that? For what? And then when we asked the manager why, all she could tell us was that due to demand. That was her answer? Due to demand? She also can't tell us if, when, how much the next rate hike will be. Meanwhile, they're offering the same unit, 5x10, second floor, to new web customers at a rate of $90. Talk about price gouging. You know what to do? Cancel, get all your stuff out, and then say, hi, I'd like to have a storage unit, please, and get the $90. Wow. That is ridiculous. But that's what I would do. Seriously. Huh. My. Okay, so on to this. She says, I'm not usually a conspiracy person. Neither are we. I don't like it either, She said, but I think I know where the first rations are going to start. Formula. Yeah, you're right. There is none. I mean none. So now the government can ration out since it's all gone across the country. Funny, not funny. This weekend, stores that say they have it, we get there, it's not in stock. Went to Walgreens, CVS, even 7-Eleven at lunch. Not one can. Today, Walgreens has 2 cans of regular Similac. Oh, and this formula Potato got, it's all special formula. It's not going on the shelves. Oh, I know. I'll tell you why. It's not going on the shelves because it's called Operation Fly Formula. All right? It's a military operation that has been enacted by the U.S. to replenish the country's scarce stocks of baby formula. It has brought a massive shipment from Germany, but it has been reported that it's not going for retail sales. So I told you I was not going to believe it unless I saw it for myself. And I knew that I wasn't going to see it. All right. So this initial shipment, which landed in Indianapolis, will be destined for pharmacies and healthcare facilities such as hospitals, clinics, and doctors' offices exclusively as part of the administration's $28 million initiative to combat the shortage. Yeah. In a tweet on Sunday issued by Data, because he needs to have twit. He is the twit on Twitter. No kidding. he announced that more than 70,000 pounds of infant formula was on the first flight. And he says, and I quote, "Folks, I'm excited to tell you that the first flight from Operation Fly Formula is loaded up with more than 70,000 pounds of infant formula and about to land in Indiana. Our team is working around the clock to get safe formula to everyone who needs it. Are you, potato?" Because you lied. Now, this shipment that includes 132 pallets of formula, which came in from Zurich, all right, Switzerland, was trucked to Germany and then loaded into a C-17 plane, all right. The plane's arrival, that the shipment would feed around 9,000 babies and 18,000 toddlers for 1 week. It's a large shipment, very specific, specialized formula. Formula for moms and dads who have children who have allergies, where the regular formula just doesn't work, okay? And the Potato Administration, they said that this shipment of formula is not destined for stores, but it's going to be distributed to pharmacies, hospitals, doctors, home health care facilities, where they're needed the most. Yeah. So the shortage of baby formula has been building for months, and we know this because we've been talking about it endlessly. So you thought, we all thought, that this would be the end-all, be-all, right? He would get the formula from Germany and wow. Nay. Sorry. I told you. I wasn't going to believe it until I saw it. Now none of us are going to say it. All right? So, before I go, apparently, there's going to be a link in the description box below, okay? But apparently, this was reported online as news, okay? And thought, wow, this is crazy, you know, obviously. Taiwan reports that there is a Chinese invasion. But then they said, oh, no, sorry, it's just a drill. Huh? And they apologized for panicking people caused by this broadcast of mocked up captions. It says it created for security drills. Yeah. You don't do that, you morons. So, and then a subscriber says she saw recalls this past week for Lifesavers, Skittles, and other hard candy along with the peanut butter. Yeah, I know. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. You stay safe. You stay positive. You keep prepping. And as always, fear less.